Stop you, pay attention, welcome back to our channel. Watch until the end to find out what this looming storm is in Adopt Me and how it could stop the most common scam. Today, Adopt Me confirmed what we are unofficially calling Urban Event Part 3. I mean 2. That is Part 2. There will be 2 new pets found in urban areas. They are a raccoon that you can get for $600 and a chipmunk for $1,300. They are adorable and will be released this Thursday at the normal update time. Then we have the issue of the looming storm above the Sky Castle. There is an old adage that says,
Red sky at night to pirates delight. Red sky in the morning, pirates take one.
But what if there is red sky all day? There have been a lot of theories on what it might be. The beginning of the Halloween event, an update of the Sky Castle, return of old pets. First, the Halloween event is too far away. It's barely September, and the earliest Halloween event Adopt Me ever released was on Thursday, October 6th of last year. On that Monday's weekly news, Matt told us very specific details about week 1 of the Halloween event. Everything from the pets that were coming out in week 1, to the mini games that would be available. That didn't happen this week. In fact, the only thing Matt said about the event was,
"There's one more thing. If you figure out what this countdown is for, could you let me know? First the weird storm over the Sky Castle, and now this? Strange things are happening on Adoption Island, and I can't make heads nor tails of it."
Second, the Sky Castle theory doesn't make any sense, because of the timing. The Sky Castle was just revamped when the Grimoire and Cuddly Candles were released less than 4 months ago. Would they put so much energy into an area that they just renovated? Third, this whole idea about the old pets coming back can be flushed down the toilet. Jesse and Matt have very clearly stated that they would not bring old pets back because many players have worked very hard in Adopt Me to get their dream pet, and in some cases, traded their entire inventory for it. Sure, there are people who enjoy building and role-playing, but a lot of players' entire goal in Adopt Me is to get their dream pet. They spend time trading, growing pets for bucks, and making neons. Some even spend real-life money on Robux just so they can increase their inventory to get that one dream pet. If that pet was made available again, the value would plunge, pun intended, and it would be so unfair that a lot of Adopt Me players who worked so hard for it might quit. The team has been secretive about updates in the past, but they have never outright lied about them. Take a step back and think about the state of Adopt Me at this very moment. The map has been the same for a long time. People have been asking for a major map update for years. They essentially just announced Urban Event Part 2 with the release of 2 new pets on Thursday. Today the Adopt Me workers moved to the playground, and started staring up at the ominous cloud very fearfully. They have never worked in a city before, and all of they are worried because they might have to learn new jobs or leave Adopt Me forever. Adopt Me players have also been asking for the ability to sell pets for bucks. This would get rid of the frequent scams that happen when people throw parties saying they are selling their pets, then when the player pays the bucks, the seller leaves. Some people are saying that Adopt Me should be renamed to Scam Me because scams are so frequent. Adopt Me is probably eager to get rid of one of the most common scams. This is why we are predicting that the storm on Friday will be Part 3 of the Urban event. There are a few different possibilities for Part 3 of the Urban update. First, the entire map could be turned into an urban area. This would give them space to add shops for players to use to sell their pets for bucks. Players could claim a shop that would work similarly to the lemonade and hot dog stands. They decide which pets to sell, the price that they wanted to sell them for. If another player was interested in that pet, they would click on it, and a note would appear confirming that they want to buy the pet, just like the lemonade stand. It was recently brought to my attention by an amazing pirate fan that Adopt Me Island is an island and most islands are not usually urban. This is often true, but not always. One of the most famous cities in the world is New York, New York. Almost all of New York City is spread across a few different islands. A lot of people who work in this city don't live on the islands. They just cross over to the island every day. Does this sound familiar? This is what we do every time we log into Adopt Me. We spawn into the neighborhood, then we have to go across the bridge to get to the town. New York City isn't alone in being the only island city. Some other popular cities on islands are Venice, Italy, Flores, Guatemala, Nesebar, Bulgaria, Troja, Croatia, Mexicaltitan, Mexico. Speaking of New York City, it is divided into 5 sections. They call them boroughs. It's possible that Adopt Me is also creating boroughs. All players could still spawn into the neighborhood, but they would have the option to go through the tunnel to Adopt Me Island, or choose the new urban option, Adopt Me City. Adopt Me Island might remain the same, while Adopt Me City might be dedicated to buying and selling items from other players. Or it could be in the middle of those two. Adopt Me could leave the existing buildings where they are and add an urban area on one side of the island. It should also be noted that for the past 2 years, Adopt Me's updates, whether they have been small weekly updates, or major events, have all been released on Thursday. Even the Black Hole event, which occurred almost exactly 1 year ago, that led to jobs in Adopt Me, was on a Thursday. This new storm countdown leads to a Friday release date. This must be huge for Adopt Me to go away from the schedule that they have stuck to for the last 104 weeks. We are predicting that the event that is coming on Friday will be so monumental that it will change Adopt Me as we know it. What do you think about our idea? Do you think this could happen, or do you think we are completely off base? There are so many theories floating around because Adopt Me has had very few leaks. Seems like the perfect time to have an urban update part 3. We are 2 pirates. We'll be back to play soon.